Adesso andiamo verso un aspetto più gestionale e operativo. È l'esperienza di Mekorot, che oggi è stato già introdotto e anticipato dalla dottoressa Slepner. E quindi c'è il dottor ingegner Yossi Yaacobi, che inviterei qui sul palco, non lo vedo, eccolo là, sì, si sta preparando, sta arrivando. E il titolo è anche questo impegnativo, oggi ci piacciono le sfide, dalla innovazione all'implementazione, che sta poi in sintonia con quello che è l'oggetto di questa sessione. Si può fare, si deve fare, si può fare. Credo che in Israele, lo dico con l'anima, quel po' che mi è rimasto di anima tecnologica, soprattutto di tecnologie sul trattamento delle acque, devo dire che è stato sempre un po' il capofila in materia di efficienza, di recupero e di risparmio. Le tecniche di riuso delle acque reflue piuttosto che le tecniche di desalinizzazione di acque di mare, credo che in quel contesto abbiano un riferimento allo stato dell'arte. L'ingegner Yaacobi lo inviterei sul palco per la sua presentazione. Prego.
With your permission, I will use the mic. It's better for me. So thank you for a kind invitation. It is a very impressive event in a very impressive place. It's a pleasure being here and represent the water company, Mekorot, the water company of Israel. So I will try to do it in 20 minutes, so I will do it fast with your permission. Okay, Mekorot is the national water company of Israel working under the Ministry of Energy and the Water Authority. Basically, Olga is my manager, not basically. So we are a group of companies. We are working as the parent company, Mekorot, which is responsible for the supply of water in Israel. And then we have two subsidiaries. One is working mainly in Israel as a waterworks company, and the other one is work internationally, taking the know-how of Mekorot and performing projects all over the world. A few words and few basic points about Mekorot. We have 2,200 employees. We are performing more than 100 projects every moment in Israel and abroad. We have a revenue of $1.3 billion a year, and we are very proud to be a very stable company. So about the numbers, we are supplying 70% of the overall water in Israel, 80% of the drinking water. We are operating more than 3,000 facilities all over the country. And we are very proud that we are operating by 10 command and control centers all over the country. Every point in our 3,000 facilities all over the country is connected to command and control. And I can say that now we are in the weekend, started weekend in Israel. Only 20 people are operating all our system. So if they without any failures, of course. So in general, we are very advanced in all aspects of command and control and communication, and I will speak about it as a basic for innovation. So we are covering now 95% of the water cycle. It is very important because it's a basic place for implementing innovative solution. Why not 100%? Because we are a bulk company. We are a company that not supplying water inside the cities. We are supplying water to the gate of the cities, so we are not a distribution company. There's another 57 companies in the cities. Okay, Olga was speaking about the gap in the water supply from our rainfall and also the need. And you know that it is going to increase rapidly, the need of water and the lack of water. We were speaking today about resilience, about rain participation, and all the problem that we all know about in the climate change. We are facing it every day. Just an example, we thought 3 years ago that 500 to 600 million cubic meters desalinated water will be enough for Israel for the next 10 years. Not anymore. Now we are talking about more than billion cubic meters that are needed in order to supply all the need of the water in Israel. So it's a big, huge challenge, and it's the water resilience issue and the water sustainability issue. So, how we are closing the gaps? First of all, as Olga said previously, we have clear governance regulations. Of course, the integrated water management, brackish water and brackish water is saline groundwater that we are using for agriculture and for drinking. Seawater and brackish water desalination, reuse of wastewater, but now very important, implementing innovative technologies. We are trying to be the hub for new technologies from Israel and abroad. So, we are in the middle of revolution. It's a big revolution because nowadays most of the water are artificial, and you can see the difference in numbers. 60% to 85% of the drinking water in Israel, depends on the season, are desalinated. So we are drinking desalinated water, and we use water for agriculture. So the big evolution is now building a new heart of the system in Israel. In the past, we could supply water within days. We could store the waters. Not anymore. Nowadays, within hours from pumping the water from the sea, we are drinking it. It means that it is a huge challenge in all aspects of water supply, water storage, and water monitoring. Imagine how problem it will be if water will not be monitored in the right way and will be supplied to citizens within 3 hours. And we are talking about huge amount of water. Also, very important, all aspects of our wastewater concept and the reuse. You know that Israel is very advanced in the reuse of water for agriculture. There are many countries that are doing very nice things, but we think that we have one of the sophisticated systems called Shavdan. We are using all the wastewater of the region of Tel Aviv and suburbs, more than 30 communities, 2.5 to 3 million people equivalent. We are treating the water in a very advanced wastewater treatment plant. Then we infiltrate the water for polishing to a mitigated aquifer, and then we pump the water to the desert and supply it for unlimited irrigation. The water is very good, very high quality, and you can temporarily even drink them. So it's a very big, a huge project, and we are very proud of it because if you see the amount, we are talking about 160 to 170 million cubic meter is more than one desalination plant, and it will save us more than $500 million investment in new desalination plant. And we are trying to modify other projects the same all over Israel in order to supply and to be ready to recharge more than 85% of our wastewater. It's a real source of water. It is an important source of water. It's a sustainable water, and I really recommend everybody everywhere use the water on the right way. And by the way, we are doing many research, and I will speak about it immediately, that can use the water for drinking, indirect potable reuse or direct potable reuse. You know the phrase nowadays. So a little bit about WaTech. WaTech is the innovation center of Mekorot. I'm the head of this center for the last 8 years, and I'm very proud that we established it. We established this center in 2004. The main aim was to position in Mekorot as the cutting edge of technology. Other things is to improve Mekorot's technology skills of our employees and also create a new source of income. We are not volunteers. So how we achieve it? We know many things, but not any things. It means that we have technological needs. If you go now to our website, you will find 8 pages of technological needs that Mekorot is doing every year, and we are trying to update it every year. We are trying to attract innovative technologies and to implement it with our companies. We are very proud that we have 4 important legs. The 2 ones with the entrepreneurship centers that invite early stage companies with new ideas or mature companies with new ideas to cooperate with Mekorot. We are doing some applied research alone and with partners. And we are it is very important, all the IP issues and the knowledge management. Our Center of Excellence. We are trying to support early stage companies. We provide them a validation service, techno-economic evaluations, joint alpha, beta, and demo planned together. We have 3,000 facilities. We have the engineers, so we are trying to support them. We are doing feasibility tests, very important. Party participation in the project fundings, and last and not least, support the commercialization of the technologies. Whenever I'm speaking overseas, whenever I'm going to everywhere, I'm trying to take with me virtually our portfolio companies in order to support them, find partners, find investors, and find new markets. So how it goes, it's like a machine. We have the deal flow. The deal flow is come from startup companies, academy and mature businesses, but also we have Mekorot on the other side that trying to support the companies in order to provide them the step of approval. You know, technology for any country cannot succeed in internationally if the technology was not tested in the origin country. This is a fact. For example, if you have a very good Italian company startups, if these Italian startups will not be tested in one of the Italian facilities or utilities, it will not succeed overseas. Fact. And then we would like to get the finance, and we know that the finance in the water, or the funding in the water sector is not an easy issue. You cannot find many, let's say, even few venture capital that invest in water, because we have a low cycle, and because we have heavy investment and we are very conservative market, we need some other mechanisms. So the work between government and the private market is very important in order to support new initiatives, and Israel is doing it very well, by the way. So, since our establishment, we saw more than 1,100 applications. Let's say application. We rejected most of it. It's natural to reject most of the application, but we were engaged with more than 46 companies with a test and even implementation in Mekorot facilities. Most of the application came from the water quality, and when I'm saying water quality, it's water quality, water treatment and wastewater, also desalination. But we need more and more solutions on all aspects of engineering services. It means reservoirs, pipes. This is the high capex investment of any water utility. So we need more solutions. Nowadays, there is a change. So we are very proud of with these slides. You can see some of our partners from the water resources management side, from the water and wastewater, and nowadays from the digital arena. For any application from the core water business that we are getting nowadays, we are getting more than 5 new from the digital. And why from the digital? You know, a company like Mekorot is generated more than 20 million data every day. So it's a real big ground for smart, let's say, big data, all the names that you know, in order to implement algorithms, softwares, and solutions. So we are now building the bridge between the traditional water solutions to the digital software, and every companies all over the world, they can find now smart water solutions, smart division, analytic division. So if you will open GWI, every edition, every month, you can find a new company or that is now building the digital solution in their company. So few examples of the aspects of digital solution. BQR is not a startup, it's an established company in Israel that now provide a solution on the predicted maintenance as a predicted maintenance tool for water operators. It means that they can provide you the right decision making about when to replace pump, when to replace electrical board according to the statistical historically failures, according to the manuals of the suppliers, and you are getting a real solution making recommendation. This is BQR, a software manufacturer that's working with us. Another one is the cyber. Nowadays, you know, the cyber is an issue. The cyber is nothing new. Cyber was in all aspects of IT, information technology, but not in the operation technology. And the operation technology is very important because you cannot shut down operation because of cyber attack. You need to solve the problem while supplying water with your command and control center. So we are trying to put new solutions in the operation technology side, and Security Defense is a new solution coming from Israel that we are going to test. And another one, aviation. We met a guy that invented a new unarmed aerial vehicle, electrical one. We combined to this vehicle the radar, and now we can find very accurately underground pipes. This is a new test that we are doing, and if we succeed, it's a great issue, and we solve many of our problems. So this was one part of the equation is the entrepreneurship centers. But also we have the applied research. And the applied research is very important also because it is a cooperation between Mekorot and all the water sector in Israel and in Europe mainly. It means that we are working with our R&D centers, applied R&D centers with all the universities, working with the university in creating the right ecosystem, creating the new deal flows of technology, create the right ecosystem for water innovation in every country. And we are trying to work heavily with academia every day. Also, we have our R&D centers, free R&D centers, but all our facilities are open for innovations. And we are working with the Innovation Authority of Israel, very important vehicle in order to support the innovation in Israel. And nowadays we are working more and more with them, and they are supporting us even with the work with our friends from Europe according to Horizon 2020. Just 1 month ago, we were submitting 5 proposals to the digital call, and we are going to submit another 5 to the PRIMA initiatives that is going to do now. It is very important to be part of a consortium, to share ideas, to learn from the others, and at the end of the day, provide the right place for your partners. So why we are doing it? Why to do so many innovative issues? Because it is very important to the CapEx and the OpEx of the company. It means we are reducing the consumption of energy. Mekorot is spending every year more than $150 million just for energy. Imagine how much is important to reduce 1 or 2% of the energy consumption. It is also sustainable, of course, but it is important to our finance and P&L. Also, reducing the cost of pipelines maintenance. This most expensive issue in every water company is the pipeline. And the pipeline, if we can reduce the cost, it is very important. Reducing, of course, the price of chemicals, and then at the end of the day, also all aspects of water safety and water quality is one of the most important things. So, we are trying to implement innovative engineering technologies. We have the R&D centers, and at the end of the day, we would like to commercialize new technologies all over the world. I would like to wrap up with one very important thing. We were talking about transboundary issues and conflict around water, and we were talking about the water conflicts all over the world. Yes, we have conflicts, but we have the solutions. Water should not be a cause for a conflict everywhere, because nowadays all over the world we have the solutions, we have the technologies, and we can provide each other the right solutions and bridge the gaps. I would like to remember it because people say that Israel, that is in a very peaceful neighborhood, is facing some trouble with the neighbors. I think that there is no need for this. It's an issue we can supply, and we can work with them together in order to solve all aspects of water shortage and water scarcity, and this should be everywhere in every water basin. So thank you for the time, thank you for the invitation, and that is the name of the game.